Hey guys, what's up? Welcome back to another episode of my Unnamed LP on the Unnamed server. And today we're going to take a look at the Enderman farm that I have been working on very hard over the last 24 hours. I already have some of the track in place, and you can see it out there in the distance. I still have a lot of work to do on the track, but as we get closer you'll see it comes in. Now this is based on Panda4994's design. It is his design actually, so check out his channel. That's Panda4994 is his YouTube username, and in his tutorial that he has on his channel he built 20 spawning levels, but in this one I've only built 10, and as you can see they spawn quite well, even with just 10 layers. And this thing fills up pretty quick. And I still have a lot of work to do on this thing. I have to put water all over it to keep the Enderman from being able to teleport out of the trap area. And I've already set up an enchantment area and a small little work area with some general storage. And I want to enchant a book. So, gonna go ahead and do that and kind of give you an idea of how well this thing works. Now again, this is without the water around the building, and I don't really see too many Endermen teleporting out of the trap, even without the water, but I'm still going to cover it with water to keep them in place. And starting from 1 XP point, this usually doesn't take too long. I can usually get to 30 in, maybe just a little bit over a minute. You can hear that they are already starting to respawn and fall back into the trap. And we are halfway there. So yeah, I have a lot more work to do around this Enderman farm here. I'm going to build a little farm area so that we can grow some food here in case you run out of food or forget to bring food with you. There will be a source of food close by. And I'm also going to build an Enderpearl disposal system. We don't really need to keep hundreds or thousands of Enderpearls stored over here. So I'm going to set up a little system that we can use to get rid of the excess. And I am already at 30 and still collecting. So as you can see, that did not take very long at all. And it's really nice to have this. It's a lot better than that skeleton farm where it would take you almost an hour just to get to level 30 one time. So I'm going to eat some melons here. And then I want to enchant this book, and I'm going to enchant it at level 30, and hopefully I'll get a good enchant. Now I was going to build a configurable enchantment station here, so that, you know, we could throw a lever or two and it could move the bookshelves closer or farther away from the enchantment table, so that we could enchant at all levels. But I know Colizimo has one of those in his house, and eventually when I build my base I'm probably going to put one there too, so it's probably really not necessary to have it here, especially for books. We can always use torches or just maybe knock out a bookshelf or two if it's necessary. I'm probably going to leave a silk touch axe over here, and I'm going to need that, so I'm going to go ahead and grab that so that you know, if we need to knock some bookshelves out or something like that, we can do it, and then just put them back. I might even go back into the Stronghold library and raid some more bookshelves out of there. So let's go ahead and enchant this book and see what we get. Hopefully something good. Punch 1. Well, it has its use, I guess. So we'll just throw that in here, and I'm going to get rid of some of these pearls. As you can see, I've already collected a double chest full, and now I have more than I need. And I don't want to start filling up every chest everywhere. Well, maybe one more. I'll just go ahead and start one more chest here, and I don't think I have any item frames left, do I? No, probably not. Nope, and I don't have any leather here, so I'll have to take care of that later. And of course over here I have an ender chest, and this chest here is well, exactly what it says, free stuff. Take anything, leave anything except pearls. And if somebody's over here and they enchant maybe a pick or a sword or a bow or something, and they don't get the enchant that they want, or maybe a book or two, we're going to have an area over here set up with some chests so that people can put enchanted books in. Probably one for armor and tools, and one for your bow, and I don't know about the other one, just whatever's left, I guess. And well, your sword enchantments, your bow enchantments, and your armor enchants, and your tool enchants. That's what I had figured out. So I'll have 4 chests there for those, and then over here I'm going to put the excess pearl disposal unit, and what that's going to consist of essentially is there's going to be a chest here, and anything you don't want, ender pearls or any items you don't want, you can come over here and just dump them in that chest, and the system will automatically power itself and toss all those unwanted items out into the void, never to be seen again. And once all the items in the chest are disposed of, the system will shut itself off automatically. Now, I did have another system set up on one of my other servers where you would put the unwanted items into a dispenser, and then you would flip a lever, and then it would just continuously run and run and run. But unfortunately, people kept forgetting to turn that off before they left. And so I wanted a system that would start and stop automatically. So using hoppers and comparators, I did design a system, and we'll be installing that over here, and I'll see if I can't maybe put that on video. And of course, installing chests over here isn't anything that needs to be recorded, and I'm thinking about maybe having a lower level here, and I'm currently on level 8. Y is 8, so there is a little bit of room underneath here that I might be able to build a lower level and have several chests that everybody can claim as their own, and just have kind of a general storage area below here. I'm not sure if I'm going to do that yet or not. And this hole in the wall here is where I'm going to put the farm. Probably going to have potatoes on one side and wheat on the other side, and maybe a furnace down there so we can cook up the potatoes. That way, like I said, if someone comes down here and they forget to bring food with them, or they spend a lot of time here enchanting everything they have and they run out of food in the process, then they won't have to go all the way back to their spawn house or to their base. There will be a food source right over here. So let's head up here and take a look. As you can see, I don't have the water that I'm going to put all over here up yet, and this whole thing is eventually going to be covered in water. That way Enderman can't teleport out of the trap there and up here. But it's interesting, actually, that I really don't hear too many Endermen teleporting out of there as it is. So I would actually like to not have to put water all over the place, but it's probably going to need to be done, so I'll do it. And as you can see, those are the spawning layers up there, and there should be 10 of them. Probably can't see them all down here. 7, 8, 9, yeah, you can. I didn't know if you'd be able to see the very top. And I do have a little bit of extra space at the top, so if I wanted to, I can continue on up higher. I'm probably not going to do that though, and I got myself stuck in the wall. Probably not going to do that though unless it's absolutely necessary. This thing fills up pretty fast already, and when you get higher up in XP levels, it does slow down just a little bit, but it's just enough to give you time to run around and collect all your XP. As you can see, it uses pistons and trip wires. The Endermen spawn on this cobblestone layer right here, and they trip the trip wire, which activates the pistons and pushes them off into the trap. And if I can get up here without falling, and you can see them spawning down there. And there are some vines down there which the Endermen will run into. As you can see, they kind of slow down a little bit as they fall, and that is basically the drop reset, and that sets it up so that all the Endermen fall from essentially the same height and take the same amount of fall damage. Now I do notice every once in a while an Enderman will die when he hits the ground, but it's no big deal because it doesn't happen very frequently. So yeah, this thing works really well. I'm going to go ahead and Enderpearl down there. Whoa, uh-oh, I'm in trouble. This is not good. So yeah, that's why I'm going to need the water here so that they can't teleport out of there. Like that guy did, he was probably one that I looked at when he was falling. And so yeah. So anyway, I'm going to go ahead and get the stuff together that I need for this Enderpearl disposal unit. And I have a little bit of work I need to do on the track here. So I'm not sure which one I'm going to do first. I'll probably go ahead and get the materials first because I'm kind of anxious to get this installed. And I want to set up a track, but I'm not sure if the guys want to stick to just a single track, or maybe they want to have one track coming in, one track going out, kind of a dual track system. Or if maybe they just want to have a single track and then an ice path beside that, and that is essentially a path that is too high and ice in the ground, and we'll have trapdoors all along so that you can run and hold the jump key as you're running, and it lets you run a lot faster than you normally would. So I don't really like using those. They're kind of annoying. I prefer just to use minecarts, but I'll see what the guys want. So yeah, I'm going to go ahead and collect the materials that I need to install this thing, and I will be right back. Okay, I am back, and I've got everything I need to get this thing installed, and I forgot to put my boots in my ender chest. I've taken off all my armor and put away all my weapons and everything, and all I've kept was this pickaxe here, because it is likely that I'm probably going to end up falling into the void, and I just don't want to lose all that stuff. Not that it's really that big of a deal, because I can pretty much get it all back. It was all just iron stuff, and it was enchanted with some fairly decent enchants, but now that this ender farm is working, it really doesn't matter. So the first thing I need to do is make a little bit of a lower floor here, and I'm going to do that with the old water and lava trick, and I didn't even know Fenneman was online. I must have been away from the keyboard. So anyway, let's go ahead and start with, how does this work? I think we need the lava first, right? Ooh, that's not right. That probably isn't going to work the way I wanted it to. Yeah, let's pick that back up. I don't really remember right off the top of my head how to do that. And of course that lava's going to stick around, isn't it? Go figure. Okay, I remember what I needed to do. First, let me say hi to him so he doesn't think I am ignoring him. Let's try this again. Hopefully that lava is going to... Yeah, that's going to be a problem, isn't it? Actually, that's going to work out better than I thought. So anyway, yeah, that worked out better than I anticipated. I didn't think it was going to. And the only reason I need to do this is so that I can build down. So I'm going to take a big chance. I don't want to go too far. One more. Okay. And of course, this is just so that I have a level to build on. And I'm gonna have to get some more cobble. And I think I have, yeah. And actually, this is probably lower than I need to go. So I'm gonna go ahead and Enderpearl back up there and see if I can find some more cobblestone. I should have enough. Yeah, awesome. So I'll go ahead and grab some extra and drop back down here. Let's see. How far do I need to go? I don't really need to go that far down, do I? let me go ahead and put it right about there. That should be, let's see, I have the hopper there, right under the chest sitting there, and the hopper, and yeah, that should be, I think this will be low enough here, and that cobblestone down there I don't really care about. I'm not going to be able to get it anyway, so that's fine. So let me lay out a little bit of a floor here so that I have a place to put the redstone. And I will be back as soon as I have this platform laid out, because I need it to be fairly large, and I'm also going to need to protect it from the water. So yeah, let me take that out, and take that out, take that out. That way I don't have to keep enderpearling back up. Put that there, and that way I have a way in and out. So yeah, I'm going to lay out this platform, this little room actually, and I'll be back. Alright guys, I've got the platform in place, and I've placed my dispenser, hopper, and chest, and I've kind of closed the area in as well. So we're going to go ahead and lay out this circuit. Now this is really simple. It uses a comparator to pull a signal from the dispenser when there is an item in it. And we're going to also have a redstone repeater here to extend that signal, if I can place it. And that repeater is going to run around to another comparator, which needs to be in subtract mode. And this is going to be a comparator clock. So we just run the redstone signal right back around to itself. And I'm actually going to need to put another repeater right here and put it on the second tick to stabilize the clock pulse. Otherwise it'll dispense 3 pearls and then stop for a second and dispense 3 pearls, and I don't want that. I want a nice steady flow. So we should be able to use this as is right now. So let me throw in some pearls into the chest. And as you can see, it is dispensing them out into the void, never to be seen again. So we'll do one more stack here. In fact, we'll go ahead and put both stacks in there, and I have plenty of pearls to use. And it just ticks along and does its thing. And when it's done, both the hopper, the dispenser should be empty, so no items get stuck, and the chest is also empty. So yeah, that's all we need. A very simple circuit, and it's very useful. That way I don't have to build tons upon tons of chests to store all the enderpearls like I used to do. So I'm going to go ahead and close some of this area off here to make it look nice and neat. And I think I can put a block there and a block there, and I think that's all the blocks I can put down there. So we'll go ahead and cover it with the half slabs. And I'll get some more pearls and check it out again to make sure that we didn't mess it up when we put the blocks in place. But it should be just fine. And I really don't like the chest being back that far, but with the way that this room is designed, if I put it up here, then the hopper is going to be visible, and I really didn't want that. It's already more visible than I like as is, but it's no big deal. I think that we'll be alright with it just like that. So we'll go ahead and throw some more pearls in there. And it ticks away. So yeah, and I'm having some control problems here. I'm going to put a sign on there to identify this as the Enderpearl disposal unit. I don't like the way I put that sign there, so we'll do it again. Unwanted item disposal units. Yeah. Always have so much trouble trying to type sometimes. And some instructions. Place unwanted inventory in, well, I guess I should start it from the top, huh? Place unwanted items in the chest. do, yeah, system will start and stop automatically. So yeah, there we go. There's the item disposal unit. Now, before on my other server, I actually dug out or cut a hole in the wall or broke a block or whatever you want to say here. I cut a hole in the wall and built like a large, well, not a very large room, a little, maybe, I don't know, it was a 6x6 or 7x7 room, something like that. And I had a double chest in there, but I really don't think it's necessary to have a double chest, and a single chest fits just fine right here. So I decided that I'm just going to go ahead and do it this way, and I probably should have turned those steps around, but I guess it really doesn't matter. OCD on my part. I'll probably end up moving them around anyway, but no big deal. So yeah, that's all there is to it. Now that I have this item disposal unit, I don't have to worry about having far too many pearls sticking around and taking up space, and I don't have to worry about having a large storage area here in the end farm. I still might build one below there, but that's really just for, you know, people to store things, personal items that they want. You know, maybe they come down here and enchant a whole bunch of books that they want to keep, but they don't have inventory space, or don't have space in the ender chest, or just don't want to carry them all back with them. They can throw them in a chest here and just come down here anytime they want them. And we're going to have this chest over here, and I'll probably fill this up eventually with a lot of enchanted books of different types, and that's where I'll keep the enchanted books until I get the 4 chests installed over here, which is probably the next thing I'm going to do. And then we'll just put all the enchanted books over here, and I'll still have that storage space down there. Maybe. I'm still not sure if I want to do that. I don't really know how necessary it is. We do have the community chest, and yeah, so I don't know if I'm going to do that or not. But I also need to build the farm here, which is the next project, and then I need to get this thing covered with water so that Enderman will stop teleporting out of the trap here and up to the top side. So yeah, still have quite a bit of work to do, and then I'll finish the track, and at the other end of the track I'm going to pass the baton on to somebody else and let them design a tunnel or corridor or some kind of safe area to get back and forth to the portal so that we don't have to worry about Enderman. And then we'll have a nice little area in the end. And I want to build, I don't know how necessary it is, I want to build an end library over there right under the end portal. If you check out my channel, you'll see that I did a video response for Doc M some time ago in his world tour when he was building his end library, and he had asked his viewers for some design ideas, and I built a nice little end library and submitted it. He didn't use it, but you know, he liked it. But so I'm probably going to build that here because I really like it, and I've been kind of wanting a place to put it somewhere here on the server. So I may do that over there. Then again, I may not. I may actually use the design for my main storage room in my base when I eventually build that. But yeah, I'll have to see how that goes. I'm not really sure where I'm gonna put that, so we'll see. But in the meantime, I'm going to kill a few Endermen and enchant a few books, and have a little bit of fun in my trap before I get back to work on it. So thanks for watching. Hope you liked the video. Please be sure to comment and rate and subscribe if you're not a subscriber. Call me Angry K9, and I'll catch you next time.